What is up, guys? It's Ryan, the car writer, and today I'm at a very, very special event here in Los Angeles at 405 Motoring for a very, very cool show. As you can see, it is GT-R heavy. There's two very iconic R33s right behind me as we speak. There's all kinds of even cooler stuff, well, arguably, depending on what you like, but very cool stuff behind me. So we're gonna go check out some of the very special GT-Rs that they have on display tonight and meet some of the owners and some other cool people. Let's check it out.
Let's start with this incredible wide body R32. The body kit is from SS Active. The work was done by Driver Motorsport. I can't emphasize just how incredible this build is in person. The fit and finish, the engine bay, absolutely immaculate. One of the highlights of the show for sure. Next, a little R34 action. This Millennium Jade M-Spec NER in absolutely immaculate condition. This is one of those R34s that if you don't get it, this makes you get it. Z-Tune fenders. Look at the way that the front end is done just perfectly. Capping it all off with this green carbon fiber finish on the lip spoiler. This is an R34 that I saw a few weeks earlier at Fuel Fest. Love the teal on white, and the engine bay is so cool. It never ceases to amaze me how many different ways and different flavors people can take these cars. It is so cool to see the R33 getting front and center treatment at a show like this. A lot of times they're pushed off into the back, but here they were on full display. More on this later. Another R32, and you can see the 405 Motoring logo right there too. Shout out to them for hosting this awesome event. This one is in full out dragster mode. Here's a good view of the 405 Motoring facility and the big crowd that came out to this show, organized by Pit+Paddock. They just did a fantastic job curating this whole thing.
So I know the R33 GT-R is kind of considered by a lot of people to be like the ugly duckling of the GT-R world. We've got some pretty incredible examples right here. Obviously, in addition to the 400R and the die car, there's some really, really cool ones here. I'm especially fond of this one, which is adorned in Kaido House stickers. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's owned by Jun, who's the owner and founder of Kaido. Just a super clean R33 V-Spec. Lots of really cool modifications. And it's cars like this, if you ask me, that really represent the R33 really well. You know, taking it to the extreme, but also keeping it like tasteful and still to the original, you know, foundation of what Nissan engineers wanted that car to be. Super cool stuff. One of the things that turns people off about the R33 is it's got a longer wheelbase, it's wider, it's kind of big and heavy looking, but of course that was on purpose. These were very coveted attributes back then. Run at high speed or top speed for long, long periods of time, safely and with a lot of stability. So these are the reasons that the R33 kind of took on this shape. It's got a style all its own, and to see people appreciate them and take care of them and modify them to their own personal tastes, that's what it's all about.
Back to the R32s. Here's a couple that were inside the office area at 405 Motoring. Nismo strut bar, a giant single turbo, really cool. Here's the first R32 done by Soulicious. You can see really nice attention to detail. I wish I would have gotten more video of this, but I got distracted by the size of the crowd outside that was gathering. It took a long time for some of these people to get in, but that just shows the strength of the passion for the GT-R here in Southern California. This one was essentially the demo car when Soulicious opened its US office. You can see the HKS turbos right there, but some really, really nicely done detail work inside the engine bay here. This one is owned by a gentleman named Chris. I'll have much more information on Chris and his car when my book comes out later this fall. This is the Turn 14 Die 33 R33 GT-R. As you can see, a ton of attention and Greddy parts pumped into that engine bay to make a really incredible machine. And then right next to it, the hallowed 400R. This is essentially the result of every bit of funding and technology that Nissan could afford at the time. These are factory produced. This is one of 40-ish ever made in the world, and likely the only one in the US. So what a pleasure to see this car here at the event. Outside in the parking lot, where some of the cars were just as cool as the ones inside. This is a tribute to the R33 GT-R in the very first Fast and the Furious movie. I love when people put Motorex stickers on their car. Now, knowing what I know about the history, that's super cool. And then just a great collection of R32s, R33s, every one a little bit different, well, except for these two. But tons of flavor being brought to this show, as you can see. You know, these cars are still just finding maturity in the market here in Southern California. They've only been legal for a couple of years, and the R34s aren't even here yet. But the variety that you can see at shows like this it's just astounding.
All right, we're wrapping up here at the GT-R show. Pit+Paddock with Haltech at 405 Motoring. Super cool night. How does it get better than this? It got really crowded here at the end and a little bit too loud to do interviews. So hopefully you still enjoyed the video. Got to see some really cool GT-Rs up close. I'm headed back home because I'm still deep working on the book, trying to get it out this fall. The true unauthorized story of the Skyline GT-R. Watch out for it. Stay tuned to this channel. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.